What if Might Guy died fighting Madara? He knew the risks. Might Guy wasn't afraid. He smiled through it, even as his bones cracked and his skin burned under the pressure of the 8th gate, the gate of death. As he launched himself toward Madara, there was no fear in his heart, only fire. The kind of fire that doesn't care about odds, that doesn't need praise, that just burns because it has to, because it's the only thing standing between peace and the end of the world. And this time, the fire didn't survive. There's no miracle rescue, no last-second intervention from Naruto's new powers. Guy's final kick, Evening Elephant, Night Guy, lands with godlike force, shattering Madara's form. But it costs everything. When the dust settles, all that's left of Might Guy is a scorched crater. And silence. Kakashi is the first one to reach the edge of the blast zone. He doesn't speak. He doesn't scream. He just kneels, hand hovering over the place where his rival used to be. And then, slowly, he laughs. Just once. Bitter. Hollow. You idiot. You really did it. Because Guy had always been the one constant. The sunrise to Kakashi's shadows. The ridiculous blinding optimism to balance out all his quiet grief. When Kakashi lost his teammates, Guy was there. When he lost his father, Guy sparred with him until the pain dulled. When he lost his Sharingan, Guy promised he'd still fight beside him, with or without chakra, because youth wasn't about power, it was about heart. And now, that heart is gone. The war continues. Madara rises again, but something shifts in Kakashi. He doesn't mourn loudly. He doesn't talk about it, but when he fights, his movements are sharper, cleaner, like a man who knows he has to live up to the death of someone who always believed in him more than he believed in himself. Later, when the world is safe, Kakashi doesn't visit Guy's grave often, because Guy wouldn't want that. He leaves flowers only once a year, spring, when the sun's high and the air smells like second chances. He writes a letter and burns it every time, watching the ashes float away like chakra smoke. But when he becomes Hokage, the first thing he does isn't make a law. It isn't to change the exams or build monuments. It's something quiet. He renames the Academy's main training field, the Field of Eternal Youth. And every genin who walks across it learns about a man who smiled in the face of death, kicked a god, and didn't ask for anything in return. Would you burn your life away for the chance to protect a friend? Would you smile, knowing no one could stop you, but you wouldn't survive? Comment if you would have cried for Might Guy. Comment if you still believe in youth.